the biggest thing you learn from knockout rugby is it's the small margins. You know, you lose a game on a scrum or on a line out or on a knock on. You know, it's not big things. You know, they don't. It's the small margins that win you the game. So I think this week we'll be very focused on our detail, getting all our processes exactly right. You look at Benetton's away record; they've only lost 1 out of the last 7, I think. And I mean, they drew against Ulster and against Leinster in Ireland. So, you know, these are all big things that we need to consider, because they're an exceptional side this year. You know, they've got a good coaching outfit, and their players are really stepping into it. You know, so yeah, we're looking forward to it, but we're very aware of the fact they are a good side, and they're not to be taken lightly. So
you don't get points for pretty rugby at this stage. You just have got to get through the next round, and you know, the way we've played over the last few weeks, obviously we've been exposed to knockout rugby, and even the Cardiff game at home, it was a game that we needed to win to make sure of our European qualification from our point of view. So another knockout game. A very good set piece, team with a lot of confidence, 2 fantastic wingers. Divenach at 9 is a very good player with that left foot of his. Their 8 carried very well against us, and no, they deserved their place in the playoffs. Their last 2 visits to Ireland, they drew with Leinster and drew against Ulster. Ulster scored that try in the last play of the game to draw against them. So I think they've only lost 1 of their last 6 or 7 away. So they're a very good side with a lot of confidence, and you know, international players all over the park, and you know, the players from outside of the national team, like I said, are close to world-class players. So it'll be a big game for us. If you look at how the Pro14 panned out this whole season, I mean, still 10 teams with a shot of making the playoffs with the last round to go. A team like Edinburgh, which we respect so much, they ended up with 51 points, and these guys ended above them. A team like the Scarlets that were in the European semi last year, and in the final of the Pro14 last year, they ended up on 52 points. And you know, Treviso really deserves their spot, and they've had a brilliant season. So now you've got to respect all opposition, and you don't get into a quarter-final for nothing. Yeah, look, it's a knockout game, so we'll go with our strongest possible team. Quite a few guys have put up their hand for selection. You know, the open side is a big battle at this stage. The selection of the 10s will be a big battle. Selection of the centres, I thought Sam Arnold did fantastically when he came onto the field. Dan Goggin has been playing very well, Chris and Rory. With Ulzi back in the mix, I thought Shane Daly did very well the last time out. I thought Calvin put in a good performance. Darren Sweetnam has been playing well. You've got Andrew Conway, that's one of our best players. So that'll be a lot of planning from our side, but that's why you go through a training week, is to start again today. And you know, I also rested a few guys over the weekend. You know, Sweets didn't play and Rory didn't play. And hopefully with guys like Albie and Keith and Joey coming back into the selection mix, it's great to have as a coach. And last season at some stages we barely could put out a back line, and guys like Rory and Sammy played the whole season through. Now we've got 4 guys you know, fighting for 2 spots.
Yeah, really good. They've won the last 6 out of 7 away games. They're a team now that are hugely competitive, home and away, and they've got some real quality players, and Tommaso Allen and the likes that control the game really well. And he showed in the Six Nations that he was one of the quality performers there at an international level. So what he can do for them at club level is really important as well. And they'll come with a lot of confidence. You know, the last 2 times they've been in Ireland, they've drew against Leinster and Ulster as well. So they'll definitely be confident. You know, we really wanted to go further in Europe and we didn't, but this is definitely a second chance. And you know, who knows what's going to happen after this weekend if we hopefully get through it, but we could come up against some really, really formidable opposition, and you know, we're not going to disrespect Treviso because they are formidable at the moment and they have been all season. So yeah, it's a second chance. To have Earlsey back in the back line, you know, he's such a, you know, he's a leader in terms of defensive and in attack. He's so dangerous, but Joey's flair as well is big for us. So those 3 guys are massive. When you put them back into that side at the weekend, then we really could be very competitive at all levels.